100 moderators can support your channel. Okay, we're live. Are you live? There, yeah, got one person. That must be you. Move your butt, Woody. Now you're going to have to... Oh, there, I can... Look at that. Let's turn the sound down.
Yeah. Bit of a delay.
Bit of a delay. That's fine. Look, a bit of a delay. Mind you, if you go that side, you'll be able to see what's coming in. 3 people! Yay! People are coming! Thanks, Woody. That really helps. I can see everything I need to see with your tail whacking on the phone. Okay, well, let's get started with 3 people in the room. Is there still 3 people there?
2.
Okay, it's getting too boring for you, is it? We're going away. Alright, so we are doing a Q&A session.
5.
Get to know me, get to know my family, ask all those questions you really want to know, and get to find out some of the questions that other people really want to know. So we've had some questions come in before the live. Feel free to type in the live any questions you want to know if they haven't been answered yet, and we'll see if we can get to them. We're only going to be here for a little while. I'm very aware that there's a big football game on tonight, so we won't be around too long. So, first question. I did get a question about our hot water system. Some people were very amazed we had radiators in every room and wanted to know how the heating system worked. So, our heating system, we have a boiler upstairs in the bedrooms, very old school boiler that heats for the hot water. We also have a back boiler downstairs, so it's coal-fired heating. It warms up the back boiler, sends that around the radiators, so we have to have the fire on to have heating on. But our immersion heater works on electric as well as coal. So we have 2 ways of getting our hot water. So one of the biggest bugbears on all of my videos apparently is my daughter's room. You're all very concerned for her, or very upset that I'm encouraging her laziness, or disgusted by her laziness and the rest of our laziness for that matter. Now, she isn't lazy. She works 6 days a week, and she comes home, will literally change her clothes and go straight back out the door. I want to encourage her to be a teenager, to be a child, to enjoy her youth. I don't want her having to come home from work, pick up all the clothes, do all the running around, tidy, clean, and worry about how clean and tidy her room is. I don't want her to be worried about it. I grew up worrying about all that stuff. I didn't really get to do that teenage thing. So I don't want that for her. I am happy to clean her room for her. As for her sleeping on a mattress on the floor, she did have a bed. It broke. We haven't got around to purchasing a new one. As I'm sure you're aware, beds can be very expensive. You can get second-hand beds very cheaply, and you can get some bed frames now very cheaply. But she didn't want one, and also sleeping on the floor, to be fair, isn't actually that bad for your health. I did it when I was younger. My father still does it to this day, and he's in his 60s. So it really isn't that bad for you. It just doesn't look great. Back to the price of bed. I know I'm saying like they can be quite expensive and some can be quite cheap. Up until very recently, she didn't want me to decorate her room for her. But if you don't want me to decorate your bed and buy you furniture for your room, I can only assume you don't want a bed. So we didn't get her one, and she was telling me she couldn't afford one. So there's the story behind the bed. She's perfectly safe, happy and healthy, sleeping on her mattress on the floor. Same as myself, same as my father, no harm will come to her. She's now agreed to let me decorate her room. She's given me parameters, so I will be decorating her room. I will be getting some storage for her. That's another thing you're all panicking about. She's got no storage. She's got nowhere to put all her clothes and her things. Well, to be fair, even if we did have a place for her to put all her clothes and her things, she probably wouldn't. She comes home and drops where she stands and then goes back out the door again. But since I moved her room around, it is being kept quite clean. So who knows, it's maybe time to upgrade a room and see how she keeps it. So that's Alyssa's room. Another burning question you're all asking in most of my video comment section is, do my family ever help? Yes, they do. Dale's been out today with me in the garden. He's been mowing the lawn and forced the lawnmower into submission when it wouldn't work, and has been lopping some bits of hedge down for me when I wasn't strong enough. He cooks dinner every single day, and he does do the washing up, he does take the bins out. If I'm working extra long hours, he'll run the hoover around. He does do things. It's just that this house doesn't function properly for us yet. The house doesn't fit our needs properly, and it means that things get messy, things get built up. And there's 4 of us, and up until recently 5 of us were living here. So, yeah, things get out of hand, things get chaotic. And nobody wants to do an entire shift of work, come home, and then spend their entire lives cleaning up. So, yeah, sometimes it gets a bit untidy and messy. But there you go. Georgina, yes, exactly. People do. They think a 30-minute video is your entire life. It's not. I do clean my house throughout the course of the day, but that's with a lot of stopping and starting. It's running over town to pick up my son from his course or going shopping. And it's interspersed with me enjoying my life and taking part in activities I want to do. I don't want to do all the housework all day, every day. So yes, sometimes laundry will sit in the washing machine for a day while I forget about it to do something else. Life is life. Oh, Bea, thank you. Hello. I can't wait to do more decorating videos. I am so looking forward to it. They are planned in the works. It's going to take a little while to get to them because obviously money is a big issue for everybody. And I need to save enough to do those projects. And that's another reason why some of the housework goes to pot. While I'm busy redecorating the room or getting the garden in check, no one is in the house doing all the housework because we're out doing the garden. So the housework falls by the wayside and then you get a backlog and it spirals again. So it can have a knock-on effect when you do stop to do a big project. And this is why I want the house to function for us a bit better. So when I wake up in the morning, I can whip through the house in maybe an hour, toddle off to work, and then on my day off or when I get home from work, I can do those big projects that need to get done. And it's absolutely lovely that he cooks dinner, but as he continually says, we actually want to eat. I cannot cook. I don't cook. I can't really reheat food. I'm terrible at cooking. We want to eat, so he does cook, but he is really good at it. He always makes sure we have a good, healthy dinner. So let's have a look. What was the other question we got? Why don't you just do a little bit every day? Well, I just touched on that a minute ago. If I want to do a project, I want to enjoy my life, or I just want a day off, then it has a knock-on effect. Things build up, and obviously the next day my housework is now doubled, and I've got to put extra effort in, and sometimes you just don't have the energy. So I literally do all my housework. I've got one day off during the week when nobody's here. I can get the whole house cleaned in that one day off, and that's generally what you guys are all seeing in my full house clean videos. On the weekend, myself and Dale tend to do a project, like at the moment we're doing the garden while we've got the weather for it, although it's a bit grey and icky at the minute. So we're doing the projects at the weekend. So I get one day a week, really, where I can give the house a good clean, and during those days, I still have to get deep cleans done. You know, otherwise things, they get left and missed and clutter. So that is why I don't just do it every day. Because there isn't time, other things are going on. how's the new job going? My new job's amazing. I love my new job. Still very much learning the ropes. I've just finished my second full week, and I'm still very much learning the ropes and trying to figure out how everyone stands. And it's kind of like high school going to a new workplace. You've always got like the popular kids and the nerdy kids, and I'm just trying to work out where everyone fits. But no, my new job is absolutely amazing. I love every minute of it, and they're actually starting to trust me a bit more, and knowing that I know what I'm doing. So yeah, it is going really, really well. The extra hours, I must admit, the first full week I did, I was really, really tired. And it's only 32 hours a week. But 32 hours a week on top of my home jobs as well, and trying to sort all this out for you guys so you can watch the videos and take part in my channel and keeping my channel running. It really did exhaust me. So I've spent all of this week trying to catch up with everything that got left by the wayside because I was so tired from week one. But we'll get there. It will be fine. My new job is really, really good. So another question I got was, why don't you decorate? Money. Money is the plain and simple answer to why I don't decorate. But also, I don't get decorating. You know all these people that walk into a room and they instantly see how it would look in different colours and how furniture should be placed and things like that. They just have this clear vision. I don't have that. I literally walk around like the DIY centres and I'm like, ooh, that lime green looks a lovely colour. I come home and paint my kitchen lime green and then realise actually all that does is give you the aesthetic of a migraine. Nothing blends together and you're left with this mismatch of higgery-pokery that we've got at the minute. I'm terrible at it. My sister has actually been really, really helpful, so lovely. She's one of those people, she can walk into a room and it's, she knows exactly where things should go and she knows what will go with what, and like, ooh, that mirror's too angrier, or whatever that word is she says it, and you need a round mirror there. So she is helping me. She comes down every so often where she can. She lives so far away, it's a long journey for her. She's also asthmatic and allergic to the cat and the dog, so coming to actually visit me can put her life at risk. So she doesn't come down that often, but she does come down often enough that we go out together and she can help me shop. So we will be redoing the whole house soon, but when finances come together. What kind of job does your daughter have and what does your husband do to work 60 hours a week? So my daughter is a cleaner. She works at a holiday park. She cleans caravans and hotels. I can't remember how many hours she does a week, but she does work like 6 days a week most weeks. There are the odd weeks she'll have only a 5-day week. But at the moment they're in peak season and it is all hands to the pump. She is gone pretty much all day, every day, getting that money in and trying to boost her career there. Dell works for a toilet hire company. So he goes around servicing, repairing, delivering and collecting those portaloos that you see out in the field sometimes or on building sites. He deals with them, so he does that. And he drives around to different sites to do that, which means obviously with the traffic and the amount of toilets he gets on his round, he can be gone up to 60 hours a week, and quite often it's between 50, 60 hours a week, and it could often be at that higher end quite regularly. Nadia, it is indeed a very tough job, housekeeping. I did it myself for a number of years in hotels, in hospitals, and I also worked at the same holiday park that Alyssa works at. She actually came to join me, and then I left and she has stayed on. So yeah, housekeeping, everyone says it's just cleaning. Anyone who ever says housekeeping is just cleaning and keeping houses easy, you've clearly never done it. It is a really hard, back-breaking job. Okay. So have we got any more questions? Has anyone got any questions in the chat? If not, I'll move to the prior questions. Okay, so somebody asked, not too long ago actually, could we turn the dining room into just like an entryway, mud room, that sort of thing? Given that we don't use the dining table anymore, could we not just turn that room into what it is? It's a corridor into here. Yes and no. I really want the table out there because when we have birthday parties and things like that, it's nice to have that table to lay a spread out. Christmas dinner, I want to eat at a table, and if we get rid of it, then it won't be there, even though we don't use it that often. But I am really hoping that once I revamp the dining room and put those things on the table that I was planning to put on there, we may start using it more. We might not, and we may revisit that in the future and perhaps move the table, get rid of the table, who knows. But for now, we love the table. It just doesn't get used. And I am planning on adding a bench and a storage unit with a coat rack into the dining room, which means when you come in, there will be that separation between dining room and entryway, and hopefully that will make that room more purposeful and more practical, and we can still keep the dining table. Remy is indeed fab. We do love Remy. She is an amazing person to watch. Who do you like to watch for the inspiration? Yeah, no, like I say, Georgina, Remy is absolutely amazing. I found her actually, one of you guys commented on one of my videos about Remy, and I was like, ooh, never heard of Remy. So I jumped across and had a look, and I am a follower now. We love the Remy clog. There is another lady I watch, but her name escapes me. I tend to watch a lot of those TikTok restocking videos. I love those. I always wanted to have those pretty little containers and pretty little jars where you could come home with your Unstoppables and pour them in with that little scoop. And then I realised actually you've got the jar on the side with a little pretty scoop in it, and then in the cupboard under the sink, you've still got your half-filled bottle of Unstoppables. So now in my tiny home with not enough storage for what I've already got, I've got one jar on the side and one jar under the cupboard. It's just not practical. So although I want it, I need to figure out a way of making it practical. Thank you, Nadia. A lot of people really do not like the green in that living room. They think it looks outdated and it looks old and tatty. I agree, the dining room needs a freshen up. It's been that way for many, many years. It needs a bit of a zhuzh and some light and just a bit of love. But I want it to stay that colour. I love my dining room. This room, the living room we're in, as I've said in previous videos, is changing colour. We have picked a paint colour. We went round and we sampled loads. It's all over the walls. Just random patches of colour where we've seen how it looks in different light. This room will be changing colour. It's going to be going a kind of like dried plaster. I wanted wet plaster. I wanted it a bit darker. But we couldn't find a paint colour that looked like wet plaster. So we're going with a colour that looks more like dry plaster. And I love it. And the skirting boards and all that, they will be changing colour too. But not going to a white, they're going to be going off-white. And it's just so amazing. We've got the whole thing picked out. We're just waiting again for the funds and the time to be able to put it all together. Oh, Leanne, I'm pleased the videos motivate you. That's something I wanted to do with the videos. I really want people to see that it's okay if you don't live in one of those Pinterest, Instagram-ready homes where everything is clear acrylic plastic and you're randomly drumming on things with your acrylic nails, and you're perfectly dressed with those perfect hair and everything's snatched. I don't want that. I want real life. I want to motivate you guys. I want my life to change. I want my life to be better, and I want it to be more in keeping with what I want. But perfect. You can't achieve perfect. All these people out there attacking people for having slightly messy homes or messy homes. It needs to stop. It needs to stop, and that's what I want these videos to achieve. I want to motivate you all to level up your lives back to what you want. If you're happy with a sofa full of clean laundry that you rifle through every day before you go to work, live your best life and have a sofa full of clean laundry that you rifle through before you go to work. I want to motivate you all to live your best lives because that's what I want to be doing. And this is why I created Small Steps to Big Changes. I want to take those little steps and just make my life what I want it. It is, exactly. There's so much pressure. You just want your life to be your life and your space to be your space. People should not judge you. And if someone comes to you and they say, I'm struggling, I need help, help them. There is no place for criticism. Either help them or jog on your merry little way, because who does it help? You're sitting there telling me my house is a mess. Well done, you don't think I know that. Who's it helped? So there's too much unrealistic expectations on people. Enough with it. We're not playing that game. I don't want people to be attacked in the comments, and to some extent I will put up with it because, you put yourself out there on the internet, you're going to get trolls. But I will not be attacked in my comment section, and I will not let anyone else be attacked in my comment section. So if you see it going on, please report it to me, and these people will get blocked and deleted. I do not need them in my world and in my comment section. So let me know if you see them people out there. Nadia, exactly. Real life cleaning videos are the best. Do you really want to see someone clean? What is the point? You're not cleaning. You're just wiping. Anybody can wipe something. It's ridiculous. We do not like clean videos. How old is Woody? Okay, so Woody is... How old is Woody now, babe? We're counting. 5. There you go. We got him just before COVID, didn't we? 2019. Yeah. So literally, I think he was 8 weeks old when we picked him up in October 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was born July 23rd.
Yeah.
19. So he's just coming up to 5.
So September we picked him up. So yeah, it's just coming up to 5. We did have 3 other dogs. We had Buzz, we had Cassie, and obviously then Woody joined the trio. Buzz, unfortunately, he came to us very, very damaged. He needed so much work. He was such an affectionate, loving dog, but he needed so much work. You could barely walk him. He could be around Cassie. He was fine around Cassie, but he couldn't really be around other dogs. He was obsessive over the cat. He was obsessive over any other pets we had in the house, and it was damaging his mental health to be here. I mean, he was already broken, but it was really, really damaging. We did get a trainer in, as you would have seen in some of the other videos. We did get a trainer in who really, really tried to help. Unfortunately, things still continued to spiral downwards, and it ended up to a point where Buzz and Woody were fighting, and it was just getting too dangerous for both dogs to be in the same house. So we rehomed Buzz to a lovely, lovely man. We did it through a shelter, so Buzz always has that fallback to that shelter. He will always be safe. He has checks, and the new home he's gone to has been fully vetted. But he's gone to a lovely man who lives on his own, and he has joint custody with his teenage daughter. So she's the only other visitor to the house, and he's going to get to unwind, decompress, and actually become a normal border collie and live the rest of his days happy, healthy in that home. Cassie, sadly, we had to send over the Rainbow Bridge. She had an illness 2 years prior to her departing this life, and that illness, even though it was surgically fixed and she was well on the mend, it really put a dent in her health. And towards the end, her back end was giving out. She couldn't walk properly. She wasn't recognising us. She would just sort of walk and then randomly stop, like she didn't know where she was or what was going on. She was really starting to lose her faculties and her physical abilities, and we didn't want that for her, and we made the decision that it's probably best before she starts suffering that we escort her nicely off over the Rainbow Bridge. And she was happy up until her last breath. She was happy, her tail was wagging, and she was so comforted and passed. And yeah, that's where Cassie went. So now we've only got Busby. Jake, who you would have seen in... Oh, we've only got Woody. Jake, who you would have seen in some of the other videos, black and white cat. He unfortunately caught an illness and had to go over the Rainbow Bridge at the vets as well. So now we've got baby cat, so Jake. Hey sis! Coming from creating hospitals, what's your best cleaning hack you've learned from your work that you use at home? I don't know so much a hack, it's more of a habit. Always start at the top and work down. If I can't clean a room where I can start at the top and work down, or clean a house where I can start at the top and work down, I can't clean. It's really inconvenient because obviously jobs need doing, but if I can't do it from the top down, then I find that I can't do it. So yeah, I always do that. So that would be from years of cleaning. One thing I do now that I picked up from hospitals as well, I always damp dust with like an antibacterial cleaner. Now pre-COVID people thought I was crazy. Don't need to do that every day, don't need to do that every day. Then COVID hit and now everybody thinks, not so crazy, damp dusting with antibacterial spray. So yeah, also you can get some really good ones, like there's the Flora and the Astonish, they do some really good smelling ones. So you can not only air freshen your home, you can use it on soft furnishings, like so instead of using that Dettol spray, you can use the Astonish spray or the Sephora spray on your soft furnishings. And you can damp dust with it. So your whole home smells magical. You don't have to have all those scented candles and diffusers going off because you've done it all with one bottle and everything's sterilised. It's fantastic. That's okay, Tracy. Lovely to see you here. What's the one task you hate doing in the house? I really hate hoovering. I have this brown carpet and you can see every crumb. I love my Hetty Hoover, but she's like me. Oh, bless you. What's the one job I hate doing? I don't know. I think cleaning the oven. When you have to clean the oven out, definitely I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not great at doing the washing up after we've had dinner, depending on what we have. If we've had a Sunday roast, like cleaning out the meat juices and that, I'm not a vegetarian by any stretch of the imagination, but the meat juices and where it sets in the pans and think, oh, I can't. Del has to do that. It makes me balk. So yeah, I think deep cleaning the oven, or properly cleaning the oven, and definitely washing up after like a Sunday dinner would be my two least favourite jobs in the house. Decluttering is one as well. I'm not a big fan of decluttering unless I'm in the mood. But those would be my top three I dislike jobs. Everything else I kind of just get on with. It just has to happen, so I get it done. Okay. What room is next to be redecorated? Surprise, surprise, that's probably going to be Alyssa's room. I think there's been so much interest in her room, in her, and there's so much, people want to see her come next level and her room come next level. So Alyssa's room will probably be the next room to be redecorated. I am working on, I hate cleaning the bathroom, oh yeah. I like cleaning the bathroom because once you've done it, it just looks, it sparkles. I like it. Shower curtains are bugging me though, that thing is never clean. That's why I said in the last video I'm going to get a shower screen frosted. I learned from my sister. Frost your shower screen and then you don't have to worry about all them tiny little watermarks. Just wipe it off when it gets sort of soapy and dirty. And you haven't got to buff it. It just saves an extra job. I love decluttering as long as the stuff actually leaves the house. It doesn't sit in the corner for weeks. Georgina, absolutely. That's the worst thing. You declutter, you put it all in the bags and you think, oh, that'll go to the charity shop, that'll go to the dump. And then it either sits in your house for weeks on end, or it sits in the boot of your car when you're like, right, I'll take it to the charity shop today. And you do everything but. And then you think, I've still got a boot full of teddies and jumpers and whatever, and I haven't taken it to the charity shop. We did a tip run the other day, We've had a load of stuff down the side of the house that has been meaning to go in the tip for, well, I don't even want to think how long it's been wanting to go to the tip. And actually, the other day, we've got the scaffolding up because the guys coming to re-render the outside of the house. We had to move it, and it was like, right, we're moving it today. It's going to the tips. It's actually all gone. Ah, Tracy and Kerry, you're making friends. Indeed, Kerry, frosted all the way saves so much bother. And net curtains is going up because it's going to save a lot of bother worrying about cleaning the windows. Who cares if your windows clean when you can't see through them because you've got the net curtains in the way? Yes, my windows will still get cleaned for all of those out there. Oh, that's just so lazy. The windows will still get cleaned, but you haven't got to worry about it so much. It's a quick time saver. Stick the nets up. Go back to the 90s. Why not? Georgina, see, thanks to Kerry, the world is now just going to have frosted shower curtains. What, not shower curtains? Shower screen doors. It's the way forward. Elite. How old are you all? I know you're around 40. I thought you were younger. Oh, thank you. I am, I believe, 41. Old. I do believe I'm 41. Now, genuinely, a few years back, I thought I was like 38. No, I thought I was 36. And my sister and her husband come to visit with their kids. And we were talking about how old we were. And it was then my brother-in-law dropped the bombshell that I was actually 37 because of the year I was born. He'd done the maths, and I actually aged a year. I didn't even know. I was devastated. Being dyslexic, I do forget numbers real easy, and unfortunately that does include how old I am. I was born in 1982, so for those of you that want to do the maths, you're quite welcome. I am about 41. There's a possibility I'm 42 and there's a possibility I'm 40, but I suspect I'm 41. Dell is 49, Alyssa is 19, and Craig is 60. So there you go. Answers in the comments if you've worked out how old I am by the maths yet. I haven't. If you can work out how old I am, you can work out how old my sister is if she wants you to figure it out too. Are your videos on Buy Me a Coffee available with less restrictions? Okay, so the Buy Me a Coffee platform is something I set up. I was going to do like the members only. I was going to do Patreon. I don't like Patreon. It works for some creators, but for me, I couldn't get on with it. The members only, I wasn't sure if I had enough content to be able to do just a members only section. So I thought if I do Buy Me a Coffee, that means that people can watch those videos as early release, and I can still release them on the main channel once they've hit their time frame on Buy Me a Coffee. So you can indeed head over to Buy Me a Coffee and see early release videos there. The longer the video, the more is charged to watch that video on early release. However, 2 weeks after it went on to Buy Me a Coffee, it will be released on main channel. I am planning on putting some more videos up on Buy Me a Coffee, so you're more than welcome to watch it early release on Buy Me a Coffee and then either watch it on here again or just wait for it to come on here. So all videos will be released on this main page unless I start doing members videos. Like you're doing lovely work with your curtains, Cubist chips, you can layer them, heavier curtains too. Exactly, Nadia. I love those curtains. I cannot say them. Yeah, them V curtains. I've got them in the bathroom. They are possibly something I'm planning on getting on in here. My sister is down next weekend, so I'll probably go through some net curtain ideas with her and we'll pick the perfect ones, or we'll get them the Arva V curtains, and they can possibly go up instead. So it's all to play for, the curtains. I'm not quite sure what I'm going with yet, but when she comes down, we will judge it all and go fabric shopping and touch things and just make the judgment then. So Where is everybody in the comments from? Oh, where is everybody from? Georgina, Essex. We used to be down that way, roughly. You were down that way, weren't you, Essex? You's an Essex lad. Netherlands and Scotland. Ooh, we've got a real big range. So, yeah, there we go. So, the buy me coffees will always be available on here at some point. Oh, one thing that people were asking is, why don't I just get a routine and stick to it? You want to know why I don't get a routine and stick to it? Because it is... I can't. I genuinely can't. In this past year, I've changed jobs, no end of time, so of course you've got shift pattern changes. Even in one job, you've also got shift pattern changes, so you're waking up at different times, you're going to bed at different times. It's just, how do you get a routine, like a set routine, when you're waking up at different times, you're eating dinner at different times, so you've got different days off, you've got different availability to get places. Also, like I said before, you've got projects that want to run. You know, if I want to decorate Alyssa's bedroom, that's going to take me a whole day. Could someone please explain to me how I run my entire daily routine, but also spend the entire day redecorating Alyssa's bedroom? It just isn't going to happen. Plus, even if I do manage to set a daily routine and try and stick to it every single day with every fibre of my being, I get bored within about 3 days. I want to change it up. You know, I used to shower every morning before I went to work. Then I started showering every evening when I got home. Then it was, okay, well, you can just have a wash every other day instead of a shower every day because you don't need to wash hair every day. And I don't stick to things for longer than 3 days. So there is going to be no daily routine plan. I've tried the Fly Lady cleaning thing. I've tried, there's another one, Crazy Mama. There's Minimal Mum. There's so many people out there that have come up with these cleaning systems that will change your life. Yeah, maybe they will if you can stick to them, but I don't stick to them. Oh, Tracy's in Grimsby. Do I have a P.O. box? Ooh. Oh, does it sound a bit quiet? I can be a bit louder. Dell's got a headache though, so I'm trying to not be as loud. But I can be a bit louder, maybe. If anyone's having issues with the sound, we can fix it. Georgina, I don't have a P.O. box currently. It's something I am considering setting up. So yeah. Although I was even planning on setting up like an Amazon wish list. I know some creators do that. And I know people like to buy things to support their favourite creators. Now, absolutely I would love that. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh well, she's just asking for stuff. If you don't want to buy it, that's absolutely fine. But I was thinking on setting it up just in case, just as a, if people fancy they can. So if that's something you'd be interested in, rather than a P.O. box, I can absolutely set that up, that's not a problem. Oh, Georgina, that would absolutely be wonderful. I would love a surprise box. Yeah, that would be quite nice. Like I say, if there's more interest in it, although I can set up Amazon wishlist, she says, with great confidence. If I can't, someone else will figure it out for me. If that's something you'd be interested in, yeah, I can do that. Or you can also head over to Buy Me a Coffee. I do have the link for that in my bio, I think. And you can support me through Buy Me a Coffee. So, Georgina, it's lovely. I really do appreciate when people send support and things like that. At the end of the day, this channel was created to support people. That is my sole purpose of it. But when someone sends you support and encouragement back, that really helps you go forward and support more people, make more videos, make more content. But it also helps you feel loved. You know, I feel so appreciative when people send gifts and things like that. And it does, it makes me feel so loved. Yeah, thank you, Georgina. That would be really, really special. I would appreciate that so much. And I am trying to step up my life to the next level. I am trying to get there. You know, I want things to look so special and so lovely, and show people out there that actually, do you know what? If I, super lazy, can't stick to anything for more than 3 days, can change my life around and become what I want to be and who I want to be and inspire other people to be confident, then anybody can do it. Anybody can change their life and be confident and inspire other people. So by supporting me, that helps support that dream. So has anyone got any questions? We're getting close to about the hour mark now. Where is your top from? There's a story with my top. It's really quite a depressive story. The next door neighbour, they're lovely, that side, absolutely wonderful neighbours. His mother passed away and she had many, many, many clothes. And he was like, if you want them, you're more than welcome to sort of go through, take what fits you, what you like, and the rest of it you can just take to like the charity banks and just sort of cash in, or just give to a charity shop, whatever you want to do with them. So he brought me round a good few bin bags of her clothing, and this was one of the tops in those bin bags. I love it, it's so colourful. I don't normally do colour, and if he hadn't have brought me round those things, I never would have picked this. It would have been black all the way. So yeah, that's where that's come from. Any questions on people said in the chat? Shows you create a nice community. Thank you, Georgina. It does, and that's what I want. And like I said before, I will not have bullies in my comments. I'm putting myself out there on the internet. I expect a little bit of negativity coming my way. People are always going to be negative when people are trying to do something for themselves, try to improve themselves. There's always going to be that out there. And yeah, I'll put up with it. I don't like it, but I'll put up with it. If it gets too much though, or you start attacking anybody else in my comments, you are gone. You are blocked. You are deleted. I will not have you in my comment section if there's going to be people attacking other people. Come for me, I'll give it back, or I'll block and delete you. You're not going to be bothering me. I've got thick skin. So I worked in care for a number of years. I learned quick. People are just going to come for you. Thicken up your skin, smile and move on, because their opinion doesn't matter. April, that's so good to know. I'm so pleased I motivated you. Oh, green is definitely one of your colours that really suits you. Thank you, Georgina.
See a drink.
See my drink? Does maybe a drink. Can you see that? There's a bit of a delay my end, so I'm waiting for the camera to catch up. Great story, colour's good. Oh, thank you. Wow, there is a big delay on that camera. We'll wait and see if it's caught up. There we go, it did. So yeah, Del made me a lovely green drink. Green is very much the theme today. It's been a very gardening day. It's a very green colour day. Actually, I wore this top last time Kerry came down and we did the gardening. Clearly this is my gardening top. This is going to be me in the garden forever in my green top. What's the drink? So Georgina, that is bubblegum flavoured, what's it called? Bubblegum flavoured, like lemonade. Soda, that's the word. Bubblegum flavoured soda and rum. Apparently when you add rum to a blue drink, it turns emerald green. Oh dear, absolutely, definitely. I never thought I would do colour, but definitely green is the running theme for today. Green fingers, green drinks, green tops. Tracy, kind of, yeah, the pagan path. I dabble in, I don't dabble in, so I've looked into a lot of religions. I what I like to study them all, I like to know about them all, and this more sort of spiritual path, if you like. It's not one everybody likes to go on. It's not one a lot of people like to move in, but I found it very comforting, and that's the one I sort of gravitated towards. So yeah, I've looked into loads. Just let the comments catch up. I don't like that there's such a big delay. It's a massive delay.
Compared to TikTok.
Yeah, some of them don't have such a big delay. This one's very big delay. So apologies, guys, if you're watching and there's a lot of like nothing's happening. It's because you're probably getting this about 3 or 4 minutes after I've actually said it. I'm watching for like comments and stuff on here, and yeah, it's got a good delay on it. But I think that is all the comments I have had so far. Anybody have any comments in the live? Like I said before, you won't, but if you miss the live, it will be posted as a video. But then you'll know that because you'll either be watching it in the live or you'll be watching it as a video later, so it's kind of pointless to say that really, isn't it? Just rambling for the sake of talking now, I think. Oh, Georgina, no problem. I like doing the lives. Kind of got used to it now, really. Hello, New Zealand. Oh, thank you, Nadia. Thank you for dropping in. The drink really does look cool, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I have never seen a drink that shade of green before. I think it's fantastic. I think we've got the football starting in what? An hour?
8 o'clock kickoff.
8 o'clock kickoff. So
You'll
you'll be asleep. I will be sitting in bed doing my diamond art. I'm obsessed with diamond art. And then I'll probably watch either Two Broke Girls or Chicago Med. I can't choose. Tracy, looking forward to the next live. Haven't even finished this one yet. You want me to go and then start another one so you can look forward to the next one? Oh, B, thank you. I try so hard. It's taken years of work, this personality. I actually was very different when I was younger. I was quite a fiery, spirited person. And as I've got older, nothing much has actually changed, has it? I'm still quite fiery and spirited. And loud. I'm not as daring as I used to be. We found out earlier that I'm not as daring as I used to be. Our scaffolding people are absolutely hopeless, and they've not locked the gate at the top, and they've not taken the ladder away so you can get up on our scaffolding. And I was like, ooh, handy, I can clean the gutter in and I can clean the upstairs window because I've not got a ladder that's tall enough. Yeah, I didn't even make it halfway up the ladder before I just lost the plot. My knees went to jelly, and Dale's like, get down before I have to call the fire brigade. Conveniently though, he could go up the scaffolding, he could get on the planks outside the windows, and when I shout up to him to scrub the gutter in and clean the windows, no. I mean, no, if I could get up there I'd have done it, but no, him, But yeah, I'm a big wimp. I am a big wimp. But so a little bit funny. Oh, something else before we go that I want to drop in. I know what hobbies do you enjoy? Diamond painting, diamond art. That is my single hobby. I don't do anything else really. I come home, I clean, I eat, sleep. Diamond art is my thing. I love it. We were until recently, as I was going to say a minute ago, we did have a bit of a collection of spiders. They're sort of dwindling off now, and I know a lot of people have been quite upset by the fact that I keep them. One woman, I assume a woman, I shouldn't assume gender, one person, I do apologise, actually said to me, "You shouldn't keep spiders, it's annoying." I do apologise, my lifestyle irritates you, but yes, I'm going to keep them. However, we've just lost another one. We don't know why. They're fickle things, and they're gone, so we won't be getting any more. So for those of you who do not like my creepy crawlies, do not worry. Eventually they will be gone, and we will not be replacing them with any more, so you don't have to panic about new creepy crawlies coming into the house. Oh. And I haven't even heard of long legs. What's that going to be about? Okay, Nadia, 1 second, I will show you. So, diamond art is kind of like cross stitch. You get your little picture that comes through, and this backing is sticky, and you get these little packs of like little plastic beads, and you stick them to your sticky back and follow the pattern. It's like paint by numbers, but with sticky plastic beads. And you stick them all on, and you get beautiful pictures. At the moment, I'm absolutely gaga for gonks. I hated these little guys. I used to like the old style 90s troll dolls with the hair. I've gone gaga for gonks now. So this, actually, you can have a little sneak peek. This is going to be pretty much the colour scheme for in here and the kitchen, possibly the rest of the house too. I'm not sure about the dining room, that may stay the way it is. But this, very much the colour scheme is brown, creamy colour scheme. Jackie, so if you're a bit of a nervy with spiders, which a lot of people are, get yourself peppermint. If you get like the peppermint, I believe Flora do a peppermint, they're made of spearmint. But they do a mint in the Sephora. Make yourself up, not a massively strong one because you'd be overpowered, but make yourself up a fairly strong mix of the Sephora peppermint and clean your home, damp dust with it, spray your soft furnishings, always do a patch test somewhere discreet on your soft furnishings because some fabrics will bleach with certain cleaners, but yeah, damp dust your home, spray soft furnishings, and sort of mop with the Sephora in the mint. It should keep the spiders out. I don't like the peppermint. So there you go. It might work. But like I say, do always be careful with that fabric. Do your little patch test. Because the last thing I want is you coming back in my comments saying, "Oh, I sprayed my grandmother's quilt with Zaflora and now it's all bleached and patterned and ugh." So please do a patch test before you start doing stuff like that. Yeah, I love doing diamond art. I can literally spend hours. I actually thought I trapped a nerve in my back many years ago because I sit hunched over and it pulled like midway down the back. Agony, absolute agony. But I sit in bed, cross-legged, and then double over and just spend the night dabbing. And it could be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning before I realise time's passed and I'm like, whoops, I need to go to sleep because I've got to be up in like 4 hours for work, so. Thank you for joining. I hope to do another live soon. So hopefully we will see you soon. But thank you for coming. Bye. Conkers. Yeah, they're supposed to work, Kerry. I honestly, we put conkers in our Craig's room, my son's room. And I actually pulled out his chest of drawers to like do a deep clean and clean his carpet and all that. And living in a web, so, like around this conker, using the conker as part of like the webbing structure in its home, was a great big cellar spider, or what we call them daddy longlegs. No, we don't call daddy longs are the ones with wings. These are harvesters, they're what I call them. But yeah, great big spindly leg flipping spider living above this conker. Clearly conkers do not work, but Peppermint is supposed to. Obviously living in a house with what was 3 and is now 2 tarantulas, we kind of can't use that thing because I don't want to upset them. I know people don't like them, but we're very fond of them. Yeah, see, Georgina, like we say, they're supposed to be a deterrent. They're clearly not. Clearly not. I have always found Peppermint to work in the past, before we had the spiders, but now there's like this generation of like super house spiders, aren't there? They're massive, these new house spiders.
Yeah.
They're really, really big. So whether they're immune to conkers and peppermint spray, who the heck knows? I don't even know how they get in either. Like, you can have all your windows and doors shut, and
I don't
these
know why
things.
people worry about them. They're good to have in the house.
Well, they are, because they get rid of
They keep it clean.
the flies and things, but they run at you. They do, they run at you and they can get on you and they can scurry and they're quick and the little legs and they're creepy. No, I don't like them. I don't. People think I'm weird because I don't like spiders in the house. But I keep tarantulas. See, the difference is, A, I bought these babies. They look cute. I know what I like and I like my babies. They're cute. But B, they're contained. They can't, well, they can escape because they have escaped. They've always been safely returned to their boxes. But they can't really escape. The tarantulas at the minute definitely can't escape. They are locked in, they cannot get out. But when we had the jumping spiders, they had these little perspex sliding doors over their squares in the shelving unit. And one got out. And for ages, didn't know where she was. She'd been gone for a couple of days, and then I see her crawling across the ceiling. Thankfully, she was one of the little jumping spiders. She was really easy to recatch and put back home. But I don't like them loose. They can get on you and they can crawl and oh no, stay away please. Spider out, didn't find any difference. Congress tried that. Hate daddy longlegs too. Oh, Jackie, bless you, are terrified of your own shadow. I don't mind moths. I'm not a big fan of the daddy longlegses. Like if you catch them, I caught one when I was a kid. We used to grab them all the time. And I caught one as a kid, and their legs, it must have been its legs, they're quite hard and a bit spiky, and I thought it had stung me, and it hadn't. But I thought it had stung me, and ever since then I've been too scared to touch them. The moths I don't mind. It's the, I call them day moths. Those moth-looking creatures that come out in the daytime with the pretty colours on them. I hate them. I detest them with a passion. I will not have them in the house. I will not have pictures of them near me, or I won't have anything to do with them. If one comes near me, I will run screaming. I do not do them. Same with wasps. Can't be dealing with wasps. I'm going to have a nice sleep later thinking of spiders. They won't bother you. They won't bother you. Think of happy thoughts, happy places. Flies are a nightmare. What is it with flies? They can find their way into your house. They can literally track you down. They've got the entire globe to fly around, and they manage to fly through your one open window. But then they can't get out. They will literally keep smacking their head into the glass because they can't find the way out of the way they just came in. And then they come into the centre of your house and fly in a square around your light bulb for hours and hours and hours and hours. I mean, really? Is that the whole point of your life? Track down my open window to fly in squares around my light bulb. I mean, I could be a fly. What a boring flaming life a fly's got. Track down open window, fly in square round light bulb. Please. They probably are. to be honest. Most insects are. They're more scared of people than we are. I mean, if you think about it, we're like 1,000 times bigger. We make way more noise. And their little bodies are probably like shaking and rattling as we walk past them. So I'm not that scared of them. They creep me out. I don't like them running around scurrying about. You never know when one is going to appear. And I don't like that taking me by surprise. I used to hold the jumping spiders, but Dale used to have to keep his arm here because once they got past sort of this point, freak me out, get too close to my head, and I would be tempted to get off. So he'd keep his hand there, so if they scurried up my arm, they'd go on to him and he could put them away. Oh, ghosts in the house, knocking over ketchup and telling us it's time to go to bed, I think. Time to go and do some diamond darting. So there is us in a nutshell, my gang. I hope I've answered everybody's questions. If not, this will be being put up as a video at some point. I will get round to uploading it. It might automatically upload straight after the live. If it doesn't, hopefully I can get it from saved files and get it loaded. Fingers crossed. But if you get any more questions, feel free to send them in. I'll try and answer them and hopefully do another live again soon. I might even do a live while I'm doing Alyssa's room. Maybe I could do a live room reveal. What do we reckon? A live room reveal when I get Alyssa's room done. That'd be a way off. What do we reckon? Oh, thank you, Georgina. What does everyone reckon to a live room reveal? Get the money together. Decorate her room. We'll have to send her away for the weekend and then do her room up. And then she can come out and do a live room reveal. Oh yeah, everybody likes that idea. Okay, we shall do that then. I haven't got a clue when that's going to be. Like I said, I've got to get the money together. I've got to make sure Alyssa is out of the way so I can do her room up. Because obviously she's going to need to sleep in a room. She can't sleep in the room if I'm in there scraping the paper off and doing whatever needs doing. So I'll figure it out and we will do a live room reveal. So this will probably be the last you hear of Alyssa's room. I will film a video of the redeck and then put that up after the live reveal. So you won't get to see it until the live. Yes, I like that idea. Anyway, I am off to, well, Dale's off to bed. He's got a headache. He wants to go to sleep. He wants to lay down. But I am going to go and chill out in my bed. I'm going to watch some telly. I'm going to do some diamond art and try and get a good night's sleep before work tomorrow. But you've all been wonderful. I really appreciate you watching the videos. Keep that support coming and I really appreciate your comments. So I'm going to head off. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I need to get up off the sofa now. That's difficult. Boop.